evening, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to our 2017 Veterans Day program. Our purpose for coming together this evening is to celebrate America and to show our appreciation to our veterans and people who are still serving in the military. We would also like to recognize members of our fire, police, and EMS departments for their service. I would like to introduce this evening Rachel Harrison. She is from Support Services for Veteran Families. We would like to welcome her as she gives us a little bit of information about her duties and activities that she can provide our families.
Good evening. I am Rachel Harrison. I'm Program Manager of Volunteers of America. We run the Supportive Services for Veteran Families grant. So basically what we do, for those that are not familiar with Volunteers of America as a whole, we were founded in 1896, and we are one of the region's oldest, largest, and most diverse human service organizations. We have 37 programs across 5 different states. And we are focused on homeless families, addiction recovery, individuals with disabilities, veterans, people living with HIV, and low-income seniors. In the Elizabethtown office, we focus solely on veteran services, and we serve the following counties: Hardin, Meade, Breckenridge, Nelson, LaRue, and Grayson. The SSVF grant is a rapid rehousing program, which is a research-based intervention designed to help individuals or families with quickly exiting homelessness and returning to permanent housing. We can sometimes assist those facing eviction as well by paying unpaid rent to stabilize their housing, but only on rental properties. We can't do mortgage. Case management services are guaranteed throughout the individual's time in the program, where we assist our clients with obtaining legal, employment, and education services and connecting them with the appropriate people to complete VA disability claims, pension claims, and enrolling into VA health care. So is anybody familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs? It's the theory that humans must satisfy those very basic needs before they can ever progress beyond to those higher level needs. So imagine yourself being recently unemployed and unable to pay your rent. You're evicted, but you have a big family and nobody's really able to take you and your family in. So you're sleeping in your car. You finally get a job interview, but the clients that we see daily face struggles as far as where will you get ready for that interview. So our main goal in the program is to meet that basic housing need first, so that you have a roof over your head, you're secure and you're safe, and you can focus on progressing in other areas of your life. So the premise is to, like I said, to address those very basic needs, because in 2016, there were 564,708 homeless people in America. 11% of those are veterans. And they deal with the same challenges that I just talked about every day. So our goal is to reach out to all veterans in hopes that we can come in contact with the ones that really need us and need our help. And if we can't help you, then we'll make sure and point you in the direction of someone who can. I will actually also be in the gym after the event, and I've got flyers and documentation if anybody's interested or wants to talk tonight.
Thank you very much. At this time, we would like to ask you to stand. Remove your hats as the John Hardin High School Junior ROTC leads us in the presentation of colors. Please remain standing for the national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and state song. Please join me in saying our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We now ask for a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives serving others. Thank you. Please continue standing as the students sing our state song, My Old Kentucky Home. Please be seated.
At this time, I would like to invite Peyton Heath from Miss Howard's 4th grade class to read a quote.
Thomas Jefferson said in the Declaration of Independence, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness."
At this time, I would like to invite members of the Rocket Choir to come forward. Rocket Choir is an auditioned after-school group made up of 30 students in grades 3 through 5. They will be singing America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grace, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plains. America
I would like to introduce the following fifth grade students: Nicholas Green from Miss Mills' class, Frank Geary from Miss Dial's class, Layla Simmons from Miss Henderson's class, and Dylan Young from Miss Purdue's class. They will be reciting the preamble of the Constitution. Rocket Choir will perform Battle Hymn of the Republic after the preamble.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
I would like to invite Madeline Ohm from Miss Thurman's fourth grade class to come forward to read a quote. After Madeline is finished, all students will sing Grand Old Flag.
In 1917, President Woodrow Wilson stated, "This flag which we honor and under which we serve is the emblem of our unity, our power, our thought, and purpose as a nation. It has no other character than which we give it from generation to generation. The choices are ours. It floats in majestic silence above the hosts that execute these choices, whether in peace or in war, and yet through silence it speaks to us of the past, or the men and women who went before us, of the record and of the records they wrote upon it."
I would like to invite members of Rocket Choir to step forward once again. McKenna Elam from Miss Hack's class will read a quote. Once she is finished, Rocket Choir will perform the song When Johnny Comes Marching Home.
We remember those who are called upon to give all a person can give, and we remember those who are prepared to make that sacrifice if it were demanded in them in the line of duty, though it never was. Most of all, we remember the devotion and gallantry with which all of them ennobled their nation as they became champions of the noble cause, Ronald Reagan.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome and hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out and we'll all feel happy when Johnny comes marching home. The orchard bell will peal with joy, hurrah, hurrah, to welcome home our darling boy, hurrah, hurrah. The village lads and lassies say with roses they will strew the way. We'll all feel happy when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. The blood wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow. And we'll all feel happy when Johnny comes marching home. The blood of the friendship on that day, hurrah, hurrah. The choicest pleasures and display, hurrah, hurrah. And let each one perform his part to fill with joy the warrior's heart. We'll all feel happy when Johnny comes marching home.
Brianna Corpy from Miss Schreiner's 3rd grade class will now read a quote. Once she is finished, Rocket Choir will perform the song America, America.
When we honor our flag, we honor what we stand for as a nation. Freedom, equality, justice, and hope. Ronald Reagan.
America, America, land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. America, America, a land of hope and liberty. Freedom rings from every mountain, from sea to sea. From sea to sea. From sea to sea.
I would like to invite Elena Strange from Miss Musselman's 4th grade class to come forward to read a quote. Once she is finished, all students will sing 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue.
As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is to not utter words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy.
Remy Cunningham from Miss Foles' third grade class will now come forward to read a quote.
Our flag honors those who have fought to protect it and is a reminder of the sacrifice of our nation's founders and heroes. As the ultimate icon of America's storied history, the Stars and Stripes represents the very best of this nation. Joe Barton. At this time, we would like to thank all of our servicemen and women. If you have served, are currently serving in the military or other service providers, police, firefighters, EMS, will you please stand and remain standing while some students present you with a certificate.
I would like to take a moment to thank you for coming out tonight to support these great kids. They've worked really hard to learn these songs, and we've talked about why we celebrate Veterans Day. Our final selection for you tonight is Stars and Stripes Forever. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Let's give this group of students a big round of applause. I would also like to thank Ms. Hammer for all of her hard work with our students here at school and all of her after-school groups. Guys, that's all volunteer time that she's doing that. We really appreciate her. She's been a great addition to our staff, so let's give her a round of applause.